Pardon the background noise, and a neighbor has decided to torment me with a leaf blower. This is the power switch PC board for a Universal Audio 610, and I'll be showing that in a little bit. LA-610, which is a really nice unit, really well built overall. But this power switch that they use, this double pole, double throw, right angle board mount switch, is no longer made, and this amp came in about a year ago. Well, this unit came in about a year ago, and I contacted Universal Audio to see if I could get a replacement. They don't have this part anymore. They sent me what they thought was this part. It was not. And a year ago, I realized that just half the switch was not working, so I jumpered it. So that part almost doesn't matter. The important part is that it was working after I did that little mod with the jumpers. But eventually this part of the switch died as well. It's just not a very high quality switch. So what I'm going to do is, instead of having the quick connect that goes here that connects to these terminals for on off, I'm going to put in this nearly identical switch. I can mount it flush. So from the outside it looks exactly the same, and it's rated the same or better as far as current and voltage goes. And cut the little quick connects off and run the wires directly to this. But the issue is that this board has two things on it. It has this power switch, and it has this little trim pot, and the trim pot also has this standoff, and the standoff is in the amp. So what I'm going to do, since this trim pot is very, very rarely touched, is I'm going to cut the board and leave the trim pot half attached inside with the standoff with its quick connects, and then have this hardwired. So I'm going to take my Dremel cutter outside where all the dust will go off into the world and just cut down this board. I'll be right back. All right, nicely cut. Everything's neat. All the dust removed from the board. This I'm just going to use to look and see where the old wire is connected, though it's pretty simple. And let me get the actual unit out, and we'll start the next fun bit. All right, let me get this little trim pot board in place first. And that's in there. And that's just accessible from the front. So this is the quick connect for that. There it goes. All right, that's tight. And even with just the one standoff, I don't think there's going to be any problem with that. So next, let me just triple check that this fits the front opening. No problem whatsoever. Let's see. I found a good use for Mesa tube boxes. I guess you're not seeing that. All right, I've made a little switch holder for myself. And that wire really doesn't want to take the solder. There it goes. All right, now that's not going anywhere. Well, it had a bad fuse in it. Now it's lighting up, but there are two resistors that I don't know that I trust in this amp. Let me show those. I keep saying amp in this LA-610. I don't trust. Let me show you those. R91 there has got some discoloration. Where's my little pointer? That's got some discoloration, and that is going to the lamp. And R20 here has also got some discoloration. So I'm going to take some measurements. Maybe I already have those values. They look to be 1 watts metal films. If I have those values, I will replace them. But I think that each of those has had a surge of some sort. Also, the fuse in here that had blown, and it blew after I replaced the power switch, by the way. I didn't replace the power switch and miss a bad fuse. That's the first thing I checked. It was good until that initial power on. Anyway, the fuse in here is a 400 milliamp, and I don't carry those. I put a 500 milliamp in right now with a current limiter to confirm that the power switch is working, and it is. But I need to get some 400 milliamp fuses for this thing. And if I need to order 2 resistors at the same time, I shall.